Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the channel. As I was not at Crewe today, that was unfortunate, just couldn't make it unfortunately. But this is a video of my match reaction to AFC Wimbledon 1, Crewe Alexandra 1. Wimbledon pick up a point, which, I don't know, there's going to be a couple mixed opinions. I don't think Wimbledon played that great, even though we had chances when we look at the stats, but we'll go into that a little bit more, only having one shot on target, and that was our only goal, and that was 90 seconds into the game where we went 1-0 up. And yeah, that was our only shot on target for the whole game. The lineup was a bit weird. We had a little bit of players missing. We had players coming back on the bench as well. So we're going to dive just a more in-depth view of the draw at Crewe Alexandra today. Before we get into this video, please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let's talk about the game. Now let's start talking about the game. We'll look at the lineup first. We have Bass in goal. Bass played okay, to be fair. When Crewe attacked, they looked dangerous. I think at the back they weren't really the best in my eyes, but I think Wimbledon could have easily capitalised more if we just took our chances. It's just so annoying, this Wimbledon team. Like, we're good on paper, but when we get chances, we really do not take them. We make the wrong decisions all the time, and it's just really aggravating to see. Even though we didn't really deserve to get a point there, I think Crewe easily could have won it. I think if you had to pick one team which could have maybe won the game or had more of a chance to win the game, it might have been Crewe. Yeah, Bass had a decent game, didn't really have much to do, had a couple saves which were quite good. Barmer, O'Toole and Brown at the back again. To be honest, most of the time they look relatively sound at the back, like they get the ball, pass it along, didn't really make a lot of mistakes. So that's good to see. And also we have Ryan Johnson come back. He was on the bench today, didn't come on. It would have been good to see him come on, but I don't think it was needed. Maybe in our next game against Harrogate on Good Friday, maybe he can come in and feature for Wimbledon. Then we had a 4 in midfield, according to BBC Sport. We had Newville as our kind of right mid, Reeves and Ball are 2 in the centre, and Curry as a left mid kind of wing back. We'll start with Newville. I thought Josh had a decent game, especially, well, yeah, he had a decent game. The first 10-15 minutes where we were just piling pressure onto Crewe, I thought he did well. Hit him against their left back. It was quite funny, to be honest. Newville was getting around him loads, but then after that 15 minutes, he just didn't seem like he was doing it. Like, he obviously he knows his strengths. He knows that he has pace. He knows that he can get past him. But yeah, after the first 15 minutes, for the rest of the 90, he wasn't really doing it. Reeves and Ball in the middle, a little bit changed there. Obviously, Ball came in for Little. Johnny Jackson didn't say anything about if Little was injured, ill, getting dropped. I know Little didn't have the best of game against Newport, got subbed with about 10-15 minutes to go before the end of the game. So that was a really interesting call. Even though we've had a week's break from the Newport at home game where we lost 2-0, it was very weird not seeing Armani Little in the squad. Didn't even make it on the bench, which is very interesting to see. But both of them played alright. A couple passes which just gone astray. It's just there's some key passes which Wimbledon miss in the middle. Maybe we did miss Armani Little having that little bit of energy going forward. I think he would have done really well today if he was in the squad. But as I said, no one really knows what happened with Armani Little today. If why he wasn't in the squad. If anyone does know, please let me know in the comments. That would be good to hear. Curry, yeah, I thought he had a good game. Got the assist for Hermione Gordon's goal, which is good to see. Yeah, Jack Curry hasn't had a bad game for me for Wimbledon this season, maybe except from Doncaster, but I thought he was one of the better players on the pitch at Doncaster away, and he still, and people said he played bad, but yeah, Curry's been brilliant, and I think we've got to cherish him for the last 7 games of the season, because I think he'll be gone in the summer, unfortunately. He's a player which can easily play in the divisions above. Then we had Kelly, Gordon and Curtis kind of up front. Gordon played, I think these 3 played well in the first 15 minutes. Especially Gordon, who was bright, got the goal, good finish by Curry. It was a good little bit of play. Curtis, I don't know, he always seems off it for me. I know Wimbledon fans might not like that opinion. Obviously, he scored some really important goals against us. Mansfield at home, MK at home, Barrow at home, scored a great goal. But he just didn't really seem on it today. It's really weird. Like, we know the capability that he has. We know his strengths. We know that he's a player which can maybe play in League One at the moment, and Portsmouth fans maybe wanted him back. So it's really interesting to see that. Kelly, it so annoys me. We really do not play to his strengths. I think Neuville should have got maybe more in the wing, just kind of what he was doing for the first 15 minutes, and then get the ball. We need to get the ball out wide to Neuville, Tilly, Gordon, whoever's out wide, and then just get it in the box. And then hopefully Kelly will be there. We know Kelly can score goals. He's shown it in non-league. And then there's not much difference between non-league and League Two, to be honest, when you look at certain players and certain clubs. So I think just whenever he gets that first goal, it's disappointing that it didn't come today. He will start scoring soon. Just wanted to touch on Bugle. Obviously, we did not have Bugle in the starting 11 or in the squad at all. He is on international duty with Lebanon. That was a shame to see. We did miss that physical asset up front, that little bit of energy going forward. Someone that will go into tackles and everything. So yeah, we definitely did miss Bugle. Hopefully he'll be back on Friday. I think he has a game tomorrow. But it's in Australia, so he's going to have to travel 24 hours, have jet lag, whatever. But hopefully he can train maybe on Thursday. And not maybe on Thursday. Train a couple of days before our game on Friday against Harrogate, and then hopefully be in the squad. That will be good to see. But yeah, first half, it's a tough one. We played really well in the first 15 minutes just before Crewe scored. So we went 1-0 up inside 90 minutes by a John Hermione Gordon goal. Good to see. He's looked bright at times, John Hermione Gordon, and it's good to see that he got his first goal for Wimbledon. A great assist by Jack Curry. We just need to do that more. Jack Curry did bomb on a little bit in the second half, just trying to get down that flank because, I don't know, I think the players maybe ran out of energy. And then after that, had a free kick, a sloppy free kick, which we gave away on the left side, just outside the box. And then I'm not really sure what was happening. Reeves and John Hermione Gordon were the two in the wall. And then there was just two free Crewe players, and then we just didn't mark the man, and the player put it into the top right-hand corner of the net. So it's really unfortunate to see. It was sloppy defending. To be fair, the overall game was pretty sloppy. I think, I don't know, it's just a really tough one, to be honest. I don't think Wimbledon have what it takes to get the playoffs. It's such a shame, but I think we'll be in a better position next season. And the league looks a lot easier when you look at the table now. You have Mansfield, Wrexham, Stockport in the automatics with MK, Crewe, Barrow and Crawley. So Wimbledon were in the playoffs before the game against Crewe, but Crawley beating Tranmere 3-1 away from home, which is a superb result for them. Puts them inside the playoffs. And bear in mind, they are on 38 games played, 2 games in hand over Gillingham and Wimbledon below them. To be fair, MK have a game in hand, but they're just about to play against Stockport. Wrexham have a game in hand. Stockport have 3 games in hand on us. MK have 1, Crewe 1, Barrow 2, and Crawley 2. So if Crawley do win their games in hand, if Barrow win their games in hand, it's going to be a very, very tough end to the season to try get that last playoff spot. I don't think Wimbledon will get it. I don't think we have the firepower to do it, especially up front. I think at the back and in the midfield we're really sound, and we've got players coming back. Hopefully Joe Lewis, Ryan Johnson will be starting soon or involved in the squad as Ryan Johnson was today. It'll be good to see Lewis come back soon as well. But I think we have a project going on at the moment, trying to look more long term. We have Kelly that signed on a long-term deal, and hopefully next season he can start kicking on again. I just feel like we'll be in a much better position next season. I think we got to play well in the remainder of the games that we have left. Try pick up some wins. If we can get in the playoffs, great, but I just don't think we will. When you look at the table, obviously teams above us have 2 or 1 game in hand, so it's going to be a very, very tough one to get inside the playoffs. But we have games coming up which are tough as well. We have Harrogate on Friday. I believe, did Harrogate win today? They did. They beat Bradford 3-0, which is a really interesting result. They're going to look and want, and I think if they win against us, they can go 2 points closer to the playoffs, which will be massive for them. It's a massive game for them on Friday. Then we have Stockport, which is even tougher on Easter Monday. And then we have Tranmere, Swindon, Walsall, final game of the season, and some games in between. So it's going to be a tough one. But today, it's a good point. I mean, I don't think we deserved it. I thought we were sloppy after when it turned 1-1, and then for the rest of the game we didn't look good. The subs maybe weren't great, to be honest. It's a really tough one to see. I don't really know what to think of it today. Like, it's a good point when you look at the table, that you get a point away from home to a team which is 5th inside the playoffs. But I think if we had a full strength squad, I think we could easily be getting more points today. I don't think it's 2 points dropped. I think we'll take the point and move on, but we've got to win against Harrogate. Next game, it's a massive game for us. A game at Plough Lane, which we really should be winning. We can do the double over Harrogate if we win. We beat them 1-0 away from home last time. Should have been more, to be honest. But yeah, we'll see. Please let me know in the comments on your thoughts of our 1-1 draw away at Crewe Alexandra today. It's a tough one, is it? But I'd love to hear your thoughts on our 1-1 draw today. And what are your thoughts on the next couple games for Wimbledon? We've got a tough schedule coming up over Easter and towards the end of the season. But thank you for watching. Please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And goodbye.